Give it up for Jackie-O on those drums. Give it up for Hank on that big drum. And I'm Declan, and together we're the Reelin' Rogues. Thanks for joining us here on Wizarding Weekend. And if you've just joined us, hi! Hi! We're gonna be sharing with you over the next half hour or so some Celtic music, or rather some more Celtic music. Which is to say some songs, some stories, a little bit of history.
A little bit? Mostly history.
Well, yeah, that's true. It is a lot of bit of history.
It's like half the concept.
Yeah, the Irish have the Blarney Stone for the last 1,000 years for a reason. But after all, the Irish have passed down their history through song for the better part of the last 2 millennia. So we're gonna start off with an Irish song. And it's an Irish song of battle. So I feel like I gotta fill you in on Irish battle song tropes. Firstly, the songs, the battles, tend to be against the English. Yeah. And secondly, the battles aren't things that we tend to win.
Almost never, actually.
No, very typically, they get the victory. We get the song.
So, like, who really won?
Yeah. They did. Over and over again. I mean, that's mostly what we write about. What else would we write about? Yeah, you can think of most of these as rousing war cries. Yeah. But from the losing side. Huzzah for the underdog! Which, I mean, is all of us, right? We're at Ren Fair. I was not the popular kid. I tuned medieval bagpipes in front of all of you, and I'm about to info dump for like 25 minutes straight.
I'm sorry, about to?
Yeah, we're deep into it already, aren't we?
Sorry,
so here's 3 songs for you about one of the many uprisings against the English that we lost.
Gloriously.
Miserably. Well, I mean, we did get gloriously triumphant songs of defeat.
Which means we won.
Yeah, exactly. So here's a nice upbeat song to start about a man that died. Another Irish music trope. A man that died on the bridge of Tuam. A man by the name of Roddy McCorley. Take you a little further south in Ireland, to the ancient county of Wexford, the home of Father John Murphy, who rallied the peasants to rebellion from a little town known as Bullabog. Bullabog, as the sun was setting o'er the bright May meadows of Shelmalier, a rebel hand, it set the heather blazing and called the neighbors from far and near. Then Father Murphy from old Kilcormac, he stirred up the rocks in a warlike cry. Our army cried, for I've come to lead you for Ireland's freedom. We'll fight or we'll die. Yeah! Na 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 na. led us on against the coming soldiers, the cowardly omen he put to flight. Oh, and at the horror, the boys of Wexford showed Picky's regiment how man could fight. Oh, look out for hirelings, King George of England, search every kingdom where breathes the slave. For Father Murphy from the county Wexford, he sweeps o'er the land like a mighty wave. Oh yeah, na 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 na. Well, that brings us to the third verse. And if you're here at the beginning, you'll remember these songs are not about battles that we've won. So the third verse is when our heroes, well, they die. And it was at Vinegar Hill or the Pleasant Slaney, our heroes bravely stood back to back. And the O's at Tullow, they took Father Murphy and burned his body upon the rack. Oh, God's grant you glory, brave Father Murphy, and open heaven to all your men. For the call that calls you may call tomorrow in another fight for the green again. As the sun was setting o'er the bright May meadows of Shelmalier, a rebel hand, it set the heather blazing and called the neighbors from far and near. How's it going, Georgia? Well, thanks for joining us on this nice, rainy, Celtic-y morning. Well, we got another story for you from the same rebellion. Different leader, same outcome. It's called John Kelly, the boy from Killarn. Oh, what's the news, what's the news? Oh, me bold Shelmalier, with your long-barreled gun of the sea. Sing what wind from the sun blows his messenger here, with the hymn of the dawn of the free. A goodly news do I bring you the mortal goodly news. Do I bring mocking man? For the boys march at dawn from the south to the north, led by Kelly, the boy from Killarn. Oh yeah! Tell me, who is the giant with the gold curling hair, who rides at the head of the van? 7 feet is his height, with some inches to spare, and he looks like a king at command. Oh, me boys, that's the pride of the bold Shelmaliers, our greatest of heroes, man. Oh, bring your beavers along and give 3 rousing cheers for John Kelly, the boy from Killarn. Oh yeah! Whoa! Well, that brings us back to the third verse. So you know what's gonna happen now, right?
A triumphant war cry from the winning side?
Not a chance. It's an Irish song.
Oh yeah.
This are these heroes. dawn of freedom through darkened and rough, and set by the Sláinte's red waves. And poor Wexford, stripped naked, hung high on a cross, with her heart pierced by tigers and slaves. Glory, oh, glory, oh, to the brave sons who died for the cause of the unknown man. Oh, glory, oh, to Mount Leinster, so darling pride, Dauntless Kelly, the boy from God. Glory, oh, to Mount Leinster, so darling pride, Dauntless Kelly, the boy from God. Yeah! Woo! Oh, that felt good. That was fun. And you know what that deserves?
Please, water.
A sip. It does. After all of that defeat, I need a sip. But you see what I mean? Triumphant songs of defeat. You feel that, right? So I'm going to teach you one word of Irish, one word of Gaelic, so you can take one wee sip. One word that means help or cheers. Sláinte!
Sláinte!
And we sip. Oh, I needed that.
Yeah.
Oh, somewhat desperately I needed that. Well, from Ireland, we're gonna go over to Scotland now. The last one was an Irish song of resistance. This is a Scottish one for you, about a man that you may have heard of. Anyone ever hear of the Bonnie Prince Charlie?
Cool.
That's a good amount of people.
Cool.
If you haven't, it's all right. It's not about him. It's about his father, a man by the name of Prince James, or Jacobus in Greek. He gave his name to the Jacobite Rebellion, which was the big Scottish uprising against the English, to install the Roman-born king with a Greek name.
Bit long-winded.
Yeah, but in keeping with tradition, we lost miserably. Yeah, but we got the songs.
So we won.
Oh, yeah, I know hundreds of songs about losing the Battle of Culloden. Anyone ever hear an English song about winning it?
I've never even heard an English song.
Well, I tell you all this because the song's told in a language of Scots, which is like English adjacent.
Jason, I thought you said James, but it's Jacobus in Greek. No, wait, that's the Roman.
No, the song was written by Robbie, different name altogether, Robbie Burns. He was like the poet laureate of Scotland. He wrote exclusively in Scots. That's Auld Lang Syne, you hear every New Year's, that's in Scots. And here's one by him called The Battle of Shedemia.
Marnie Stone joke.
I left out the part about not losing. Come you hear the fight to shun.
I'm sure that took a lot of restraint.
I had so much self-control. Oh, hear the sheep with me, man. Sounds like Scotland. Oh, way at the Shedemia, or did the battle see, man? Whoa! I saw that battle, Sláinte, and reeking the red ran many a siok. The fear, yes, siok for siok.
Did you say soup?
Definitely did not say soup.
No, it's too hot for soup today. I said siok. Siok. It's an old Scots word that means sigh.
What's the old Scots word for soup?
No soup.
It's not soup.
To hear the thud and see the blood, when the golden cotton does down the kingdom stream, and hey, the middle of my head on them, hey, the middle of my head, and hey, the middle of my head on them, hey, the middle of my head, and red bold lads with black cats to meet them where they sold, man. Rushed them, pushed them, blood out gush. Many of you did fall, man. Pray to guile, led on his files. What the clans turned 20 miles. Hear the clans like 9 tiles. They act and laughed up on first crushed and through they dashed and you're it smashed. They man, that a war, man. Hey, the middle of my head on them. Hey, the middle of my head and hey, the middle of my head on them. Hey, the middle of my head and with sliding cotton blues, man. In their teeth they devoured our wigs, coming into blues, man. Lines extended long and large, bayonets o'erpowering the targe. Thousands hasten to the charge. Healing a rat, they bray the sheep through blades of death. Out of breath, they fled like frightened does, man. Hey, the hey dum dan, hey dum medarum hey dan, hey dum medarum hey dum dan, hey dum medarum hey dan. We lost some gallant gentlemen among the healing clansmen. Fear my lord, Penmure's slain, his enemies' hands, man. What you sing this double flight? Some died for wrong and some for right, but many paid the welcome night with pell-a-mell, with muskets nell, how Tories fell. Wings to hell, out in frightened bands, man. Hey, the mither of my head, them dan. Hey, the mither of my head, and hey, the mither of my head, them dan. Hey, the mither of my head, and hey, the mither of my head, them dan. Hey, the mither of my head, and hey, the mither of my head, them dan. Hey, the mither of my head, yeah! Woo! Give it up one more time for Jackie on the drums there. And for Hal on the mandolin now. Oh, and after all those words, I'm thirsty.
Give it up for Declan!
Oh yeah, that too. Oh, do you remember your wee sip? Do you remember your wee bit of Gaelic? I need a sip after that. One word of Irish means health. Cheers. Sláinte!
Sláinte!
And we sip. Oh yeah. Well, we got enough time for one more tune for you. And this is gonna be a different type of Celtic tune. Because you see, I think when most folks hear the word Celt, they think of the Irish and the Scots, and they think only of them. And of course that's true. But there's really 6 or 7 different Celtic nations, and one of them was formed on the mainland of Europe. And I'm gonna tell you more about them as soon as I get these pipes in tune. Because I like this song. It's a different type of Irish song. It's like minory Celtic music, and it's featured on our CD that Jackie's gonna tell you about while I get these pipes in tune. Don't worry, nobody will notice.
How would they notice? You're on the road.
Exactly.
Hi guys, Jackie O, last name redacted here. Just to tell you that we've got some really cool CDs right over there in the merch booth. If you'll direct your attention to the lizard holding them up, she's got some really cool products over there. You know, some hand-burned pins, some art. We've got some CDs, and that's one great way of supporting us in our quest of playing Celtic punk music in medieval England all over America. Another great way is to contribute to our tip baskets at the front of the stage. You can see them, they say tips on the tip marine, patent pending. Thank you. Jackie O, last name redacted. Maybe out? Oh, we gotta vamp a little bit longer.
I'm sorry, I heard maybe out, and it would have been such good timing, and instead my brain had a naughty thought and went, keep playing and see what happens. I'm glad I did, I got the laugh. So Breton region, we had told you about just a moment ago before that love. When the Normans invaded Britannia at the Battle of Hastings, the native Britons that were there, no one really talks about them much. They went over to modern-day Brittany, France, over on the mainland, and they ended up with their own Celtic music culture, their own Celtic music tradition. And like I said, it sounds like Irish music, but darker. So here's a tune from the Breton region, a medieval dance from them, played on pipes that sound like they would have a couple hundred years ago, a dance called Hanter Dro. come out here with you, and I'm asking you now to put your hands together. Oh yeah, and let me hear ya clap, 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 clap. Woo!
Keep your hands moving for Declan!
I agree!
Best it's ever been.
Wow! Thank you so much, y'all. Gosh, that was fun. Did you have fun? Say aye! Woo! Well, we're gonna go over there right next to that beautiful red umbrella that saves us from any potential rain from damaging the bagpipes. Right where Liz is holding up the CDs, and we've got tip baskets, we got stickers, and we've got cards. Any tips you throw in, please grab a sticker, grab a card, and I'm gonna go hang out underneath the umbrella. And come check out our hand-painted flags, hand-burned pins while I catch my breath. Hope to see you again at 2. Stick around for the birds. Have a wonderful rest of your day at the Georgia Renaissance Festival. Woo!
Yes, we will have our tip baskets back here, and the merch is over there. Both are great ways to support us. Bagpipe reeds are expensive. Drumsticks are expensive too. So thank you very much. And also, if you want to talk about drums, I happen to like that a whole darn lot. Thank you so much.
All the